I was just sitting here about 4 years ago, looking at the gap between my monkey and my Hong Kong plinth, thinking that needs a begonia. Hello, thanks very much for tuning in. I hope you're well. Today is my Feel Good Friday vlog, so get a cup of tea because this week I'm going to tell you a story, and it's a true story, and it's a story about how my love of plants led me to the love of my life. So here we go. Stray Cat Rescue Part 1. Garden centre or urban jungle? Watch out for the wildlife. It was about 4 years ago. I was just sitting one evening, staring at the space between my monkey lamp and Hong Kong plinth, thinking, that needs a begonia. I'd had a specific begonia plant lodged in my mind that I'd spotted a few months ago in an independent garden centre that I'd seen mentioned in the comments on a friend's Facebook post after I'd helped her design and choose plants for her border that she'd been meaning to do for 26 years, as we all do. I'd never been there before. It was a little bit far away, and the only plant they had when I got there that I was interested in was a stunning Begonia Rex. It had huge spiral variegated leaves. It was sitting on the shelf in the doorway of the farthest polytunnel in the whole garden centre. It was absolutely amazing. I loved it. I didn't buy it. The garden centre ladies said it would definitely not overwinter, but suggested bringing it inside at the end of the summer. I do have to have at least one rule to restrict my wanton plant collecting, and as it seems to take everything in the garden about 2 years to flourish, I thought I'd leave it. Really, I just didn't fancy the thought of bringing any entomological lodgers into the house that might, definitely, be residing in the pot. So that was a confirmed no thank you. Well, 3 months and 100 plants later, I woke up in the morning with a lightning bolt telling me to go get that begonia. Go get begonia. Need begonia. The plan was not to even show it the garden. Don't give the wee beasties a chance to visit. Never mind get comfortable. Put it straight into that nook in the jungle room between the monkey plinth and where it can wave out of the window to the woodlice. And it will over the winter nicely, thank you. So that was just confirmed a yes please. So quick as a flash, off I went in George Michael, my master. But I went via another garden centre first that I'd seen on Google Maps. It was only down the road from where I lived, but I had never been there before. The reviews all talked about how wonderful and friendly the staff were, and they were absolutely right. Loads of wonderful warm women, a wide variety of hydrangeas, but no begonias, and that was my mission for today. It was a burning mission. I hadn't been back to the place where I'd seen the original begonia since my first visit, but when I got there, it hadn't changed. Lovely ladies running the place, however, most of the stock was low and there were only about 3 tiny specimens, not really the eye-catcher that I was looking for. Never mind. As I entered the farthest polytunnel, I spotted an unexpected vision on the counter that made me stop dead in my tracks and gasp. A tiny little black cat outstretched across a fleecy bed on the counter underneath the information desk sign. She didn't look like she knew much about horticulture, to be honest, but she probably didn't get paid very much. She was so tiny, oh God, and a really unusual colour. You'd think from a distance that she was black, but on a closer inspection, she had a gingery sheen, which made her the colour of a coconut, and not a dissimilar shape. The garden centre ladies are stellar quality women and quite brilliantly skilled in subversive mind manipulation. They have a few feral cats that they look after and feed very, very well, and it becomes apparent that Coco, as they call her, this coconut colour is quite unique, is unaware of her impending perilous situation. Shit! It took me 3 months to commit to an indoor-outdoor plant. now I'm supposed to go home with the cat. I was only supposed to buy a little house and drop my bags in England, then immediately go back to work overseas, wherever outpost will have me post-Brexit. 2 years later, I'm all bloody comfy and happy with a garden full of plants that need me, a community of bees, a car called George Michael, a plan to sit in the warm and write stories for a living, and now the ultimate deal breaker, a cat that looks like a coconut. Shit. I've been standing talking to the ladies like I'm leaving for a long time. But I thought I'd just go and have one last little chat with the cat before I definitely go this time. Yep, she's still a wee coconut filled with love and tiny teeth. I'd already slinked over there like a creeping whippet. She looked very confident and comfortable on her cushion, but I thought she might run when I tried to stroke her. Nope. She got up, she greeted me, she did the circle walk of interspecies friendship, then collapsed back on her bed for more head rubs. I was a goner. I was there about 20 minutes or more. I just couldn't stop stroking her. Something was happening. Oh, God. Turns out she's very friendly, but apparently a bit feral. And she had just turned up at the garden centre about 6 months earlier. Something deeper was stirring inside me. It also turns out that she can't stay in the garden centre. Deep shifting in my chest cavity. And they are looking for a home for her. Shit. I adore cats. I'm 97% cat. It's only the 3% human DNA that makes me walk on 2 legs. I can't though. I can't. I've been through this. My life is so transient. It's not just unfair to have a cat, it's just not possible. No one will hire me in England on account of me being too old, too female, too experienced. I'm going to fling in too talented as well because it's my vlog. Anyway, I haven't stayed in one place longer than 5 minutes in the last 50 years. I'm a hugely successful artist, entrepreneur, a trailblazing, lifestyling, groundbreaking, culture-changing, politically militant, international Renaissance woman. I can't give it all up. I just can't commit to a cat. Besides, even if I thought I could make staying in the UK work, I know when I feel that first icy cold death breath of December, I'll panic and be on the first plane to anywhere warm. I can't change the entire status quo of my existence. Does she not know who I am? At the very least, I might want to go on a Christmas market mini break to Prague. Who'll look after her? I don't know anyone here. I can't. I say I'll be back in the week, and if she's gone to a living home, that's brilliant. If not, shit. They laugh and say, I'll see you tomorrow. I tell you what, the drive home in George Michael was wide-eyed. I felt so weird. I didn't know if it was a good weird or a weird weird. Bloody hell, I think I want this cat. I think I've got to take this cat. I think I can't live without this cat. Calm down, love. I felt this way about a rug I'd seen in IKEA on Saturday. I didn't go straight home. I couldn't really go straight home. I went back to the lovely garden centre down the road that I'd been to first to buy some of the hydrangeas as a means to divert the need to bring things home that I think I can't live without. Jesus. I thought I'd die if I didn't go back to IKEA and get that rug. Today I feel absolutely nothing for it. This is a living cat. A lifetime commitment. No more glamorous foreign job options. No more freedom to travel. This cat's Brexit. I spent absolutely ages choosing my hydrangeas. Far too long. And the manager even gets involved in choosing because she's so lovely. They're big and heavy, so I carry them out to the counter in a relay. I tell the cashier I'll take them to the car in stages. I'll just leave 2 by the till. When I go back for the last 2, one's missing. I was convinced I'd seen it being weaseled away down the road by two women. They had! They'd bloody swapped theirs for mine. I say to the lady manager, I've seen them. Can you get it back for me, please? And the woman is on it. She's away down the road after them and retrieves the kidnap plant. No fuss. It was an absolute masterclass in management skills. They knew what they were doing. They paid for one. They were technically not stealing. However, they were morally stealing, and they knew it. Guilty and indignant would have been their Bible names. It was written all over them. I said, I'm sorry. You stole my plant. As they took it out of their thieving hands, triumphant. As the manager, a liberated hydrangea, and I walk back to my car, I say, I'm not sorry in the slightest. She laughs and said, well, you spent so long choosing them. I said, I know, they'll all have names by bedtime. I also said, I'd only come out for a begonia. I went to another garden centre after I left you and ended up with a stray cat instead. I'm picking her up tomorrow. She was delighted. I was decided. Please, little coconut thing with the tiny teeth, please still be there tomorrow.